So we have pregnancy test that you can get from Amazon. We have clinical guard, which you can also get from Amazon, and literally my favorite test. We have a very quick pregnancy test that you typically get from Dollar Tree. You'll be crazy to buy it anywhere else because it'll probably be more than $1. And this is more or less a test you might just have laying around that you can go grab real quick. We have the first response, early detection, and then we have the one that you guys are all here for, which is the rapid result pregnancy test from first response. Now, if you're a part of the TTC journey, then 9 out of 10, you probably have a couple of these laying around because it claims that you can only take this after you've missed your period. So typically, like for me, today is Sunday, December 5th. My LH surge, I did get it on November the 21st, which is a Sunday. And I want to say I ovulated the next day. I wasn't using basal body temperature to chart or anything. So I don't know my exact ovulation, but I want to say I probably ovulated that Monday. And when I got my first positive, it was at 9 DPO the very next Wednesday. Now, I can't be quoted because I don't know exactly if I ovulated that day, but I did get a positive that next Wednesday. So I figured since I did have one of these tests, it'll be cool to see if it actually can do early detection. Because I mean, I'm sure if you have these laying around, it'll be nice to know if you could actually use that as opposed to having to wait till you miss your period, which at that point you're already excited because you think you might be pregnant. But let's just see if this can work that early. Now, I wish I did this video earlier. Unfortunately, tomorrow's the day I expect my period. So this is technically be taken 2 days early because you're supposed to take it the day after that, which is the first day of your missed period. So let's see. I'm gonna get this timer set up. In this part of the video, I might speed things up a little bit. And here's the one you guys are here for today. I just want you guys to see me opening all these tests. Okay. As you can see, these things look exactly alike. But while I'm doing the video, I'm gonna set my timer as I start with the test. And I pretty much got them from the longest to the one that claims it's the shortest. Pretty much most of them are 3 minutes. Then you have 5 minutes on the one test. So I'm gonna set. Okay, so timer is starting. This test is just not going. We'll come back to that one because that one is just not doing anything. I've definitely put the 3 necessary drops in it. So let's just go to the pregnant. Okay, so this is the first response. And here is the rapid one. And this one we're gonna just watch it while it does what it do, because it's supposed to be 1 minute. And I wasn't gonna show you guys the urine at first because I know it can be pretty gross, but being that this thing is only 1 minute long, we kind of want to see it while it's working. All right. So as far as this goes, we have 2 minutes and 44 seconds left. So by the time it gets to 1 minute and 44 seconds, if it's gonna show a result, it should pop up. And I know these things are supposed to have like time limits on it. It's supposed to wait 3 minutes for this one, 2 minutes for that one. But as you guys can see, I don't know if it shows up on the video, you can already see the clinical guard, which is why I like it. It's not even been the 5 minutes for that test yet. The pregnant, as I was saying, isn't as sensitive. It's there. I mean, you guys probably can't see it on the camera, but we're gonna have to wait the entire time frame for that one to be seen. This one right here isn't doing anything. You know, it's just sitting there. This first response is done. This one, actually, the rapid results, because we're a couple seconds away from it being a whole minute, I am actually seeing a line there. Let me try to do something with this thing. Okay, so now that guy is going. Okay, YouTube. Well, look at that. This is the rapid result one. It's the one that's in 1 minute. And you know, it's not as dark as the early detection one, because that's the one that advertises being able to, you know, early detect. This one doesn't. This one claims you can only test after you missed your period. But I mean, that's not one of those things that I gotta zoom in on and try to show you guys. You can definitely see that result, and it was definitely within that minute that it claims to be able to do it, but it was early. So if you do have one of those early detection tests, you might be able to go ahead and use that. We know pregnancy tests can be expensive, and you definitely don't want to be wasting your money on taking tests that, you know, aren't supposed to be taken within a certain time frame. And it gives us this very specific time frame when it comes to this one right here, which is the routine first response rapid detection test. And that is definitely a positive result. So if you guys are looking to take that one early, and I'm gonna turn this off, my husband is knocked out, don't want to wake him up with this thing. But yeah, definitely within that 5 minutes, as you can see, that rapid result is there. Let's take another look. Clinical guard. And this is 2 days before my missed period. Like, I do have my pregnancy progression sheet. I can definitely post that on here too if you guys are interested in seeing that. Just so you can see what I'm talking about. I'll even put this one and even mark it at this day, December 5th test. But I got my first positive on Wednesday, December 1st. So this is about 5 days, 4 days or so progression. The line is getting darker and darker. But it doesn't, I mean, these tests are very sensitive. They're not really big on claiming, hey, yeah, we're early detection, is that and the third, but they really are. Pregnant, on the other hand, they do claim to be early detection. And we can see that line there. But it is nowhere near as dark as the line over here. Can you see that? The pregmates, unfortunately, are just, you know, I mean, sorry, I don't mean to put the brand down or nothing. I know people like pregmate or whatever, and it's reliable or whatnot, but If you had to pick one, I would go with Clinical Guard because you can clearly see it. And I'm telling you, it's a lot darker on there than it is on the video. I don't know why in these videos it's really hard for it to come up. That looks like a very faint line, but it's actually, you know, it got some nice color to it, but you can barely see it. But the fact that you can see this one so well in the video and this one not, that kind of is a test to that. This is that cheapie from Dollar Tree. This is 2 days before Miss Period, and that's popping up, so that's good. A lot of people, I've seen videos made about this to say it's best to wait after you miss your period for this, but this even popped up. Even though it wasn't doing anything at first, it needed a little bit of encouragement to start moving. We see that that one's good. This is the early detection test that is specifically made for that, so of course that's going to be the darkest. But this one is actually like on its toes. It's crazy. It's even just darkened up more than I thought it was gonna do. They look exactly the same. It's weird. But as you can see, that result definitely popped up within that first minute. The early detection took a little bit longer because it's not meant to, but it still popped up way before the 3 minutes they tell you have to wait. Definitely popped up pretty quick. The more HCG you have in your system, obviously, the quicker these things are going to be showing up. But yeah, so if you guys have some first response or rapid pregnancy test, you can definitely take that before you miss your period. I hope this video helped you guys.